Here we go, back on the road again. Travel vlogs make their return to Edgar TV alongside Zachary Thornton, who once again will be coming on the road as we go and take on the world of darts. Last time we did take on any sort of trip was when we went to WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas. But as you know, there's not been many darts been thrown by myself this year, so it'd be great to be back out on the road again. Although I'm not going to sit with Zach because Ryanair wanted to charge us £10 each, and I'm not paying 20 quid to sit next to Zach. So we had the 2-hour sort of flight by ourselves, wasn't too bad. Landed near Halloween, so looking for a bolt before enjoying some of the sights of Budapest. We got there quite late, it was sort of about 6-7 o'clock. Went down to town, the barbecue place we normally like going to was fully booked, so we couldn't get in, so we went looking for some other sort of food, and we found this place. It was amazing, street food. And if you follow these vlogs, one thing you know is we like to find ourselves a nice barbecue pit. We certainly like to find ourselves some nice eatery locations, so expect that this vlog is going to include lots of darts and lots of food places. Speaking of food, we'll pick up the next day starting with food, and this looks like the weirdest cheese on toast ever. It's just a burger upside down, which we found extremely funny, but we walked to the venue eating one of these upside down burgers. And on the way in, I really didn't know what to expect. As you know, I've not really had a lot of time to practice recently. I've certainly not had any gameplay other than playing the Super Series. But the Super Series was really encouraging to the point I felt I wanted to come and play in this event. And I was quite happy, to be honest, with how it went and how it started. It started off a little bit unsure. I felt like I was throwing the darts well, and a 4-1 victory in the opening game, average of 81, I felt could have got better. But it certainly did get better in the second round game. A 4-2 win over Marvin Kraft, who, I tell you what, this was a great game. I know the averages would suggest that I bossed it 102 versus 85, but it was a lot closer than that would suggest. And he was always there to pounce, so it really kept me on my toes, and that was a game I really enjoyed. Not just because I won and because of the average, but I really felt we were two players playing at a good pace, at a good standard, and one to really enjoy. Followed that up, and this is the footage you're seeing here against Strum Rayner. And played well in this one as well, 98-92. Thought it could have been over the 100 average again, but just a couple of slack visits there costing me back-to-back hundreds. And you know, we'll follow on. We'll come back to the thoughts and feelings in a moment. We might as well run through the games. 4-3 win over Stephen Rosny, who good player, and I believe got into Lakeside as well through the Lakeside qualifier. But my run ended against Jimmy Van Ski. Now, for me, this was a performance I wasn't happy with. I was really frustrated coming out of this game. It looked good going into it. If you told me Jimmy would perform a 76 average before this game, I'd say, well, I'm going to blow him away. It should be nice and easy. But neither of us really producing anything like our best. And I just sort of felt in this one that I was like stretching a little bit too much. Now, you may think, oh, does this come down to the fact playing Jimmy? Jimmy's a very good player right now. He's the WDF #1. He won the World Masters. Congratulations, Jimmy Van Ski. But no, because every single one of the games I play right now, I don't assume there's an opponent. I play me. Like, it doesn't matter who I'm playing as such. It's nice to get pacing, but it doesn't matter if I'm playing Michael Van Gerwen right now or if I'm playing Zach. Like, it means nothing to me right now because I'm only playing me. I'm my opponent right now because I don't know what to expect still. I'm still in that sort of phase at the moment. But going back through some of the performances there, I didn't think I'd be throwing anywhere near 102 average. Like, that for me was crazy. Like, I came off and my head was going. It was incredible. It was such a feeling to walk off from that. Now, when I played the Super Series last week, I said I overachieved. I didn't expect to be playing an 86 average for the week. And I was 88 averages. I had the average of 98 when I beat Fallon Sherrick in the last match. And that 98 for me, I thought, right, that's brilliant. When's the next time I'm going to get an average like that? I don't think it's going to be soon. Then I averaged 102. Then I averaged 98. So it's coming back to me very quickly. No pain whatsoever again. The feeling in the hand was good. So lots and lots of positivity. That's done for the day. We thought we'll do something we don't normally do. Normally we wouldn't go out in an evening because darts the next day is the most important thing. However, there was no darts to play on the Saturday, which meant we went out to a darts bar. Of course we did. I didn't play darts in this situation. I just sort of sat watching the others play. But I was going along because it was great to see an old pal of mine, someone you'll recognise if you was following the channel back in the Pro Tour days, Aaron Beanie, the Bean Dog. And we had a few drinks, which led to a bit of an evening. Now we went out with the karaoke bar. Back Zach was going to try singing Pass Out, but I got tired really earlier, so I actually did quite well to stay up. We ended up sleeping in the next day till around about 12 o'clock, where we took a wander down into the city. We went to one of our favourite places, our very favourite places. The barbecue pit. Oh, what a place. I mean, we eat here every single time we go to Budapest, probably every single day. It is one of the most nice meals. And as I said, this is a food vlog as well. If you ever go to Budapest, guys, go check out this barbecue place. It's absolutely unbelievable. We eat there every single day, as we could continue to do so. But we just spent the day in bed. We didn't go do sightseeing, stuff like that. We were a bit boring. We went, right, we're just going to watch TikToks, put the blackout curtains across, and have some fun. But I know you guys. You've been asking for it. From the second I said we was going to do a travel vlog, we was going to do this, all's we've asked, who hangs up first? Is who hangs up first going to be returning? That's what you come here for. You come here to see the food, you come here to see who hangs up first between Zach and his girlfriend when they have their conversations on the video call. Well, we are watching it. It is back. Who hangs up first? I can reveal the answer of who hangs up first in the only edition of Who Hangs Up First in 2025 was not Zach. It was his girlfriend, and she hung up because she needed a Richard III. She needed a number 2, so she had to go. So she hung up. So wasn't Zach on this occasion. Now, there will be plenty more opportunities next year as well for some Who Hangs Up First, and also some other sort of travel vlogs and bits. So if you are enjoying this one, there's going to be more coming. There's still more to come. Don't go yet. There's more to come. So if you are enjoying this one, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You can also join in and support this journey as well, where myself and Zach are going to be out there. We're going to be going and doing some of the ADC stuff. We're going to do some WDF. We're going to get the darts back out, and we're going to play where possible. There is a link in the description down below. If you want to support that journey, Patreon options are available. So we may be turning this into another lakeside journey. That is potentially the plan right now. So we could be going and doing that. But this time, hopefully, doing it a lot better, because that feeling is back in the hand. But it's time for the final day of play, the Lakeside Qualifier, the WDF World Darts Championship. Last chance to get in, and my first event I played all year, so best opportunity really for me to get in. We stopped off again for some upside down toast, or on this time a chicken McMuffin for breakfast, before heading down to the venue in order to get some practice in. And it was quite tough at times to get some practice in. It did feel a little bit numbers heavy at times, and Zach getting not much out of his practice. He went out 4-0 in the opening game, and playing just a couple of boards down was Aaron Beanie as well, so it gave me a good opportunity to cast an eye over Aaron, who I hadn't seen for a few years. It was great to see and watch him in action again. Me, it didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to. Yes, I was picking up wins early on. I picked up 3 wins before losing to John Rodriguez, but at no point did I feel like I played good darts. And I'll get to that in a moment, and it sort of talk you through all the sort of pros and cons of the day, because there's something I want to pick up on. But despite the defeat, didn't mean that we couldn't go and get ourselves a little bit more of the old barbecue pit. Of course we went back there again, and that was it before sort of heading back home in the early hours of the morning. 3 a.m. in the morning we needed to leave. But before we show you the leaving, I want to show you this as well, because this has to be one of the most powerful showers I think I've ever seen in my life. It's ridiculous. Look how fast that's coming out. It's going out that fast that the plug can't even keep up with it, and it ends up filling up the bath. It starts filling up the bath, and you can see that the plug's open. It comes out that much. It's the only shower in the world where you can have a shower and a shave at the same time, just by standing under it. It cleans you that good, it sorts out your bones at the same time. So the most powerful shower I've ever seen. But going back to the darts, because that's, I think, the thing we need to pick up on here. Now, first of all, I mean, I'm not disappointed with how it went. I'm disappointed with how I played. I got very, very frustrated on that final day in this World Championship qualifier. And this is why. So just ignore the video quality at the moment, because this is something I've had to screen grab from a game I played against Fallon Show. This is a game I averaged 98 in against Fallon, and that, okay? So, if we go back, you'll see here, I passed the darts from hand to hand. This is where I'm struggling at the moment. This is what's affecting my game. So pass the dart, great. Pick it up, throw. That there. It's not there. It's not where it needs to be. So I have to put it down, break the rhythm, and throw again. So that's interesting. And it can be seen as a negative, but I see this as a real big positive. Now, the reason I see this as a positive is because I think this is the start of fixing things. Because in the past, I've not been able to throw my slims. So as we know, at this World Championship, I had a great record on the doubles. I used slim flights. I always used to use slim flights. Then I went to kite, then I went to standard. And then I've been, over time, been able to reduce it back. I've gone back to kite, and now I'm back to slim. And the reason I did that is because I couldn't throw the dart the same. And I was like, why can't I throw the dart the same? What am I doing differently? I think we may have stumbled across it. Because of the damage I had in my arm that was preventing me from having feeling in my hands at all times, and I couldn't feel the dart in my fingers, I think I gripped it wrong. I think I was gripping it wrong. And because I've carried on playing over the last couple of years with this issue, I think I've been holding the dart incorrectly. So when I've been holding the dart and throwing, because I can't feel that it's different in the hand, I'm just throwing it, which is bonkers, but I couldn't feel any different. So now when I'm bringing it up to hold it, I'm like, that's not right. So I have to put it down. And sometimes I have to do it 3 or 4 times just to make sure I get the dart and that feeling where it needs to be. And I was doing this a lot in that qualifier where I just couldn't get it right. And then because of that, it's really frustrating and boiling over because I feel like I need time to fix something, but there's not practice boards, so you can go and just work it out. It was happening to me at Modus Game 1 last week, and I went on the practice board, and then the next game I was 90 and beat Paul Hogan. So it's one of them where I think where I am at the moment, I need that time on the board and that passing the dart. But I see this as a positive. Don't think this is a negative. I think it's a positive because I can feel it's in the hand, I can feel it's wrong, and I can feel the dart. So the fact I feel the dart, I think it's something I can work on. I think the fact I've shown signs over this week that I can still produce up to 100 average, I think fantastic. And I think the fact that it's gone the way it is probably even better than if it worked, because it gives me some encouragement, but without giving me too much. So now it's like, okay, you can do it. If you want it, you got to work for it. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. We're going to work for it. I'm going to get on the practice board over November, December, and I'm going to see what I can do. I've got a diary that's not too chocker during November and December. So we're going to get on the practice board, we're going to see what we can do, and next year we're going to go on a bit of a journey, hopefully, and see if I can get this to a level. I'll be happy with 90 across the board. If I can be around about that 90 mark, I'd be happy. I'm enjoying my darts, and that's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to enjoy my darts. So here we go. This could be it once again. We could be going back out on the road. We're certainly going to be doing more vlogs. Me and Zach's going to be sitting down and collaborating our diaries. So we're going to be putting some things into play. If you want to follow that journey, if you want to support that journey, there are multiple ways in which you can do it. You can do so literally just by hitting the subscribe button here. We're going to be doing video diaries, travel vlogs, and everything you need to know in regards to what we're doing, where we are, and what the goals are. They'll be updating all the time. So hit the subscribe, follow those, hit the like button on these videos and the hype. That's going to help as well in regards to those. There's also other opportunities as well, as I've mentioned before, down in the comment section. I'll be updating this very soon, but there's a Patreon down there as well, so you can support those. There's channel membership, and also I have your Edgar TV merchandise. Got shirts available at the moment. These are £25 each. These are the ones that you'd have seen me wearing in these video diaries. So shirts, I've got a large, medium and small available. They're the only sizes that are left in those. And I've also got your Edgar TV logoed pint glasses. I'm just going to put this behind here so you can see the logo coming through there. See that? Edgar TV logoed pint glasses available as well. If you're interested in any of those, guys, just hit me up down on any of the social media platforms down below. Shirt-wise, I think I've got about 20 or so left. We're running low on those. Glasses, we've got about 30 of those. So if you're interested in any of those, hit me up on those or send me an email, and hope you've enjoyed this. But guys, the vlogs are back. Zach didn't hang up first. I'll catch you soon for some more Edgar TV.